Again. So here's a topic that I could talk for days on. I'm going to call it lease to own. And I don't know that that's necessarily a great title for it because that means so many different things to so many different people. So the bottom line is what you're dealing with in most of these situations is you have a buyer that for whatever reason is not ready to buy on the normal timeline. So what you're trying to do is figure out a workaround where you can engage this buyer and give them the opportunity or the obligation to buy your property at some point in the future. So that can look like you've got a lease with a lease option agreement, which is basically a lease agreement that gives the buyer an option to purchase at some point in the future based on certain terms and conditions. You've got a lease purchase agreement, which is the same thing, although it's not an option to purchase, it's an obligation to purchase. You've got you could do a contract with um, an extended closing date, but you include a pre-closing occupancy agreement so that your buyer can move in early and do whatever they need to do, but the closing has been extended. Or even though it's not really a lease option, lease to own situation, seller financing. Because there's some reason, and it's often related to financing or credit, why a buyer is unable to close, but you could do seller financing, get your buyer in more quickly, where the seller provides the note and the mortgage securing the deal. And it does have some requirements. Obviously, there's got to be a mortgage-free property, or at least a low mortgage property, and you've got to have a seller that's interested in becoming a lender, essentially. So just keep it in mind. This is not the place or the time for the in-depth discussion that's needed, but if you see those words or any variation of it, stop and give me a call. Uh, it will look very different depending on whether you're the seller calling me or whether you're the buyer calling me. It all depends on the ultimate goal, how tied in you want to be, and um, what the specific reason is for not doing a traditional closing with a traditional closing timeline. Give me a call if you have any other questions.